So when we came to Michigan, we thought we'd be here for a few days, no, a few weeks. Maybe drive around a little bit, but mostly just hang out and get some dental appointments and, you know, see the doctor. I saw the doctor, saw 2 doctors, saw 3 doctors. Then I saw a few more doctors.
Welcome to Season 3 of Sailing Wind Gypsy. We're glad you're here. This season's going to be different. Oh man, surgery. And Ginger can't get on and off the boat, so we bought a van. This season is all about the road trip, so please join us as we go cross country.
Sailors' plans are written in the sand at low tide. You know what that means? You write your plans down, the water comes up and erases them. So we were hoping to be back in Virginia in the 1st of September or end of August. Finish the work on the boat so we can get it back in the water. And we were going to take our time with it, get back in the water by end of October. But that's not going to happen. Ginger's not really able to get on and off the boat anymore, we think, because she can't, we certainly can't get her on the boat when it's on the hard, because it's 10 feet up in the air. But I don't think we'll be able to get her even from the dinghy up into the boat. On land, it's not bad. We have a ramp. We can get her on and off the boat, but she can't really stand up against things anymore. She can't stand up with her back legs. They're getting too weak, so.
You know, we have to say Ginger has good days and bad days. We think she hasn't got much time left because she can't stand up. And then all of a sudden she does stuff like this. God bless her.
So we were at Walmart and we were going to make funeral chicken, which requires Doritos. It has to be Doritos and it has to be the red bag. So here we are at the Dorito aisle, and it's like, oh, you know, the big Doritos, the large ones are usually less expensive, right? $6, man. Okay, so we got the large one, and then I'm like, I really don't want to buy the large one because I really want to minimize the amount of crap that we buy. You know, use it up, don't have any leftovers, so you're not tempted to just eat Doritos. But the small packages are usually more expensive. But no, the small packages, $3, 32 cents an ounce. The big package, 41 cents an ounce. Just not right. So I am here at the ice rink in Waterford, Michigan, and I can only say this is a truly humbling experience. I haven't really skated for 40 years now, and so I bought a pair of used skates on eBay, and I got out here, and you know, I have occasionally, like 3 or 4 times maybe, since graduating from school, skated, and I was always able to do it. But like I said, this was truly a humbling experience, how much you lose muscle tone, difficulty just keeping the, you know, softness in your knees, weak gluteal hip adductors, and it made even most basic skating skills really, really difficult. On the other hand, I did get around a few times with some assistance, but I met this amazing woman, and here she is. All right, start now.
I'm Phyllis Braun. I'm 97. I have skated freestyle, then ice dance, and now just pastime. I live here in Michigan. Come and see me.
That is awesome. All right, so it's running. All you have to do is point.
Oh, yeah, he knows how to do videos.
And if I fall, that's good documentation too, right?
Well, if you fall, he'll feel sorry for you.
Well, here, let me get in front of you. Okay, that's a minute.
So, you might think that we're in a haunted house, but we are in Manuel's Taco Hut in Allen Park. Manuel has done an amazing job with seasonal decoration. So if you come to Manuel's Taco Hut, you may think that you have accidentally come to a haunted house. And maybe you have.
We're here in Cass Lake at Dodge Park number 4. Is that it, Lisa? Is that the right number?
Dodge number 4 State Park.
There you go. You got it, people. Dodge number 4 State Park.
Not the most original name I've ever heard.
Got to look up where Dodge numbers 1, 2, and 3 are. A pontoon boat. People fishing. Nice day here. This swan we've been watching has been very successful apparently at catching things down below. I've taken offense to it because it keeps showing its butt to us, but oh well, that's what swans do, I guess. Ginger likes all the different smells around here.
So Richard is finally well enough that he can actually do work. And we have, yeah, this is the work he can do overhead. And we've put some closed cell neoprene foam in the recessed areas of the top of the van. And we have lightly sanded the painted ribs. And we're gonna use, what are we gonna use?
Gorilla glue.
Where is it?
Over here.
Oh, here. And we're gonna use Gorilla Heavy Duty Construction Adhesive, the 30-second grab time, because we didn't know if we could handle the 0-second grab time.
I know we can't.
And we're about to put that up and put another piece of foam insulation.
Lisa's like a contortionist doing our van gluing.
Van yoga, not like boat yoga.
Van yoga. So in order to get a little bit of a bend to the styrofoam, we're scoring it, which is a technique you use when you're putting in bent drywall or plywood. So, and that should put less tension on the adhesive when we put the adhesive on it. Right, Lisa?
Hopefully. So these three pieces of sort of rubber stuff, I think are the sound deadening that was in the van when we got it. And we tried a couple of different methods to hold our foam panels up without, putting furring strips up. We tried double-sided Gorilla Tape. We tried spray foam adhesive. The spray foam adhesive, it would eat the foam, but we had foam that had a plastic layer, and it worked okay on that, but it it would dry before we could get enough up there because it's such a large area that we had to spray. And the double-sided Gorilla Tape worked really well until the weather got cold, and then it started to not hold against the cold metal or against the foam in some places. It was also really hard to push it hard enough to make it adhere. So Richard and I were parked here at Hines Drive and working on the van, and we see this thing over on the picnic table, and initially we thought, you know, it was something that belonged to the people that were parked down here, but then they left and it was still here, so couldn't tell what it was from a distance. But it turns out it is a butterball turkey, and it is still frozen. You can see the ice on the bottom. The bottom is still frozen like a rock. It's starting to thaw. It's obviously been here. Oh yeah, still just the very surface is starting to thaw. And it's been here at least a couple hours. But talk about weird things that you find laying around at the park. So we decided to install these hanging lockers in our van. We thought building cabinets, even foam cabinets, it might be heavy, or if you sat up suddenly in bed, it might hurt your head if you banged your head into them. These cost between $95 and $115 on Amazon and eBay for each one, and we got 2 of them. They come out of a cardboard box this size, and they are sealed in plastic, so even if the cardboard box gets wet, your merchandise will probably be fine. They're constructed with a layer of fabric on the outside, a corrugated plastic inside for structure and stability. They're bendable. If you could break these, I'm sure, but they are not easy to break. And then another layer of fabric on the inside. They are reinforced on the edges and held in place with tension and a little strip of Velcro. The little strip of Velcro is a nice touch and tells you how well made these are. Really thoughtful to have lots of elastic pockets on the outside to hang all those miscellaneous things that you want to have easy access to. Zips closed, and some more storage with these elastic loops here on the front. It comes with this mounting hardware, and you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can mount it with 6 of these. We ended up only using about 3 mounting holes. The only problem with these is you really have to be able to get your hand behind the sheet metal to put this in, and it requires a fairly big opening to get this in behind the sheet metal. And if you do not already have holes in your sheet metal, you have to drill them out. We ended up using a couple of riv nuts because there were places in the sheet metal where we couldn't get our hand behind it to attach this hanging option. Of course, getting the right size riv nut and right size riv nut bolt took 3 trips to the hardware store. But if you're not familiar with riv nuts, they make hanging things up in your van extraordinarily easy. So we came back to the park today and parked at the same spot where we found the turkey yesterday, and the turkey is still there. It's pretty thawed now, but then we noticed that the carnivorous squirrels had apparently gotten to it. Anyway, we're gonna put it in the trash. Except, uh-oh, I got some turkey juice on my shoe.
there's a lonely van. A nice desolate parking lot here in Pennsylvania. Nice place for Ginger to wander around. Lisa to wait while we go get our coffee. Need coffee, Lisa? Oh, make sure I don't get Ginger. We are here at the Luray Caverns in the Shenandoah Valley looking at the Blue Ridge Mountains. Well, it's almost impossible to not get people walking by, but yeah, they really do have a blue tinge to them. It's kind of neat. Cool. So this is actually water reflecting the ceiling. They call it Dream Lake. Ceiling reflection.
Oh, I guess I'm recording. I might as well make it a good recording, right?
Absolutely.
And over there is Dream Lake. If it filled up, imagine the cool waterfall that you would have.
Undoubtedly, that's how this works. Okay, Lisa, what did you call this?
Skeleton's Gorge.
Oh, once a pirate, always a pirate.
So this is called the giant redwood. And when we get out to California, we'll compare it and see how accurate that description is. And every time you turn the corner, there is something that is even more spectacular than what you had just looked at. Uh-oh. Cat. I think these are my favorite because they look like draping fabric.
Looks like petrified wood.
Yeah, it does. Well, when we go out to Arizona to the petrified forest, we'll look and see if you're right.
Mine's totally right.
So this little view is like small scale, spectacular, accented by the family we've been following on our cave tour. And there's Richard. Say hello, Richard.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Richard.
Very hard to hear during some spots. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask after the performance. And again, please stay silent during the song. Enjoy.
So even though I was videotaping those stalactites, Lisa, what did you discover?
That these are actually the stalactites that are being played And you can see the little motors that move the rubber mallets. And it sounds much louder over here, which is good because I'm super hard of hearing. But I still couldn't make out the tune. Being a mighty fortress is our God.
Well, we got here to Coles Point 2 nights ago. So yesterday we got out and right away and we winterized the engine of the boat, which is good because it was supposed to go down to about 32 degrees last night, and it probably did. We woke up this morning, it was 39 in the van, but we were plenty warm because we had lots of blankets, so that was nice. But today, it's not like super cold. In the high 30s, going to be maybe high 40s by 2 o'clock. But there's gale force winds, and it is bitter with the winds. I'm just going to step over here. It's calmed down. Winds have calmed down a bit, so I'm just waiting for Lisa to finish in the little room there, and we'll probably go back to the van and maybe pick up a book.
Thanks for watching Season 3. Please click like, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. We'll get back to you.